Good afternoon and welcome to Ewood Park as the Barclays Women's Championship resumes following the international break. I'm Chris Slegg and thanks for joining me for live coverage here on YouTube as Blackburn Rovers take on Durham. Both these teams suffered a 2-1 home defeat in their last match, with Blackburn beaten here by Sheffield United and Durham going down to North East rivals Sunderland. That's where the similarities end though, because recent form differs vastly. Blackburn have lost 5 in a row in all competitions. They sit just 2 places and 3 points off the bottom, with just 1 win from the opening 6 league games. Durham are 4th, and we're going to have a period of silence before this match. Of course, Remembrance Sunday here in the UK, but the teams before that greeting each other before this fixture. Durham so close to the top, they've got a game in hand on the 3 above them. And they have been doing ever so well under their new manager, Adam Furness, until that Sunderland defeat a couple of weeks back. Blackburn desperately need to get points on the board this afternoon. Their second season under manager Simon Parker, who led them to an all-time high of 6th last season. But they just haven't managed to replicate that form this time round. Well, Blackburn boss Simon Parker has made 2 changes. Former Man United youngster Maria Edwards, rather surprisingly on the bench, despite having scored 2 in the last 2. Farrah Crompton, who also has 2 goals this season, starts in her place. There's no Rachel Dugdale at the back this afternoon. Ellie Hack comes in for her. And Durham boss Adam Furness makes 3 changes as Dee Bradley and Eleanor Ryan Doyle make their first league starts of the season. And New Zealand international Michaela Foster is handed her full championship debut, having signed in September. They replace Carly Johns, Hannah Blake and Kayla Novak, who are all among the subs. And all 3 of those subs have been on the score sheet this season. Bit of a surprise to see them all on the bench this afternoon, as the teams now get ready for this period of silence to remember all of those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice and lost their lives at war. Silence will begin on the referee's whistle. Referee Joanne Horwood blows her whistle to end the period of silence on Remembrance Sunday. And the teams go through their final warm-ups. Durham to the left of screen in their all-red strip, and the home side Blackburn to the right of the picture in their famous red, blue and white halves. Tyler Toland, the Rovers captain, had a fine international break with the Republic of Ireland, played in the first leg of their 6-0 playoff win over Georgia, was rested for the second leg, which ended in a 3-0 win, and Republic of Ireland through to the second round of the playoffs, where they will face Wales. What a match in store. 2 matches in store there at the end of November, beginning of December, for one of the final places at Euro 2025. next summer. But Tyler Toland back on club duty this afternoon and very much hoping to lead her team to only their second championship win of the season. Sarah Wilson, the Durham captain and number 5, as the team switch ends. Sarah Wilson making her 226th Durham appearance this afternoon. Beth Heppel also in the starting lineup, as she so often is, making her 254th. This is a very settled Durham side. So many of these players have played together for many, many years now, and that consistency of formation has led to a consistency of results, because they are so often up towards the top of the table, have never quite managed to get themselves into the promotion picture, but against clubs of far greater resources, time and again, they so often surprise. Four wins and 2 defeats from their opening 6 games, Durham, as the teams take the knee to highlight there's no room for racism in football or society. And Joanne Horwood blows the whistle to get this game at Ewood Park underway. Blackburn against Durham, match day 7 for these two teams in the championship season of 2024-25. Crosswaite, the number 12 for Durham, had an explosive start to the season. She is Durham's top scorer with 3 goals. She's won a free kick. Blackburn Rovers have won a free kick. And an early shot comes in, which is comfortably saved, as Georgia Walters gets the first shot of the afternoon away. But Tatiana Saunders was not unduly troubled. All of those 3 goals for Durham's Crosswaite came back in September. Crompton can't wriggle her way in, and a low cross comes into the box, but Wilson thumps it clear. Bright start for the strugglers though, Blackburn, in these opening seconds. Walters with a lovely touch. Oh, and what a ball through to Crompton, and the offside flag is up. Syed Ahmed, the assistant on this near side. Walters with the ball through, and you have to say, it looks rather like Saliki was playing Crompton on from that replay. I think Blackburn were a little unlucky there. Saliki, another of the Durham stalwarts, on her 187th Durham appearance. Grace Eyre wins the throw for Durham. And it's off out of play, off of Heppel. Dahu, former Manchester City youngster, started every game last month. The 19-year-old, voted by the Blackburn fans as the player of the month for October. It is so often Durham who get the better of Blackburn in this meeting. 10 times they've met in the championship since Blackburn came up in 2019. Durham, of course, championship ever presence since 2014. But of those 10 meetings, Durham have won 6, drawn 3, only lost 1. Blackburn's only win was way back in that first ever meeting. But an early chance here for Durham, and it's pulled back. And it's, well, there's a bit of dawdling on the ball. It almost allowed Briggs to get the shot away after Ryan Doyle, who got the winner when these teams met in the League Cup last month, pulled the ball back. Blackburn are on the charge now, and claims for a foul by Lambert, nothing given. Blackburn claiming that Lambert had fouled their player. But Briggs now on the charge for Durham. Briggs cuts inside. Still Lauren Briggs. Rolls it across to Crosswaite. Crosswaite with the deep cross. And in the end, Soper is able to drop on the ball at the second attempt. Ryan Doyle, Republic of Ireland international. Got that late winner in the League Cup. Blackburn led that game until the very late stages. Kayla Novak got the equaliser and then set up Ryan Doyle's winner. Both have still got games against Sunderland and Sheffield United to come in that all-championship League Cup group. A real chance for every team in that group to get themselves into the quarter-finals, because there's no WSL side in the 4-team group. Drop ball awarded here. These are the 5 group winners of the League Cup who go into the quarter-finals, where they'll be joined by the 3 Champions League teams who enter at that stage: Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester City. But it is, of course, all about the battle for league points this afternoon. Both in need of them for very different reasons. The only teams below Blackburn at kick-off, Sheffield United, who beat them last time out, who also have 3 points but below Blackburn on goal difference, and Portsmouth, newly promoted, have played a game more and are still looking for their first point of the season. Blackburn looking for an early opener, an early confidence booster, but it's drifted behind for a Durham goal kick. And at the other end of the table, the only teams above Durham at kick-off, Birmingham on 16 points, London City Lionesses on 16 after that late win yesterday against Sheffield United, 1-0 win, courtesy of Georgia Braham's goal. And then Charlton on 14 points, Durham on 12, having played 6 games, the 3 above them having played 7 before this afternoon. Throw in for Blackburn. Ball knocked all the way back to Soper, who gets the clearance away. And the flag is up against Crompton once more. Durham free kick for the Blackburn offside. Ball over the top by Air, but it's drifted out of play. Usually get goals in meetings between these two. There's only been 1 goalless draw in the 13 meetings in all competitions. 10 in the Championship, 3 in the League Cup. Only 2 players have, though, managed to get on the score sheet for Blackburn in the league this season. Maria Edwards with 2 in 2 on the bench this afternoon. And Farrah Crompton back in the starting lineup this afternoon. 2 delightful finishes very early on in the season. Durham, though, looking for the early opener here. And they've beaten the offside flag. In fact, they haven't. The flag does go up, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Charlotte Sparling Haythornthwaite on that far side raises her flag as the ball was chipped through. into the path of Ryan Doyle. When in fact it was Crosswaite with the shot who latched onto the end of it and got the shot away. Lily Crosswaite. Well saved by Soper, but the flag up anyway. Lambert's got a bit of space here. Lays it off, seeks the return, and the return in fact went through the legs of Ryan Doyle and is collected by Poppy Soper, 22-year-old who joined this summer from Charlton. Goalkeeper who's been in and around the Wales senior squad, yet to make her international debut at senior level. Her third start of the season, with Alex Brooks having started the first 4 league fixtures on the bench this afternoon. Air with the throw for Durham on the far side. High ball in search of Ryan Doyle. He tries to get ahead to it. Manages to knock it across goal, but only out of play and behind for a Blackburn goal kick. Eleanor Ryan Doyle with that really well taken winner in the League Cup when the sides met back at the start of October. Been with Durham since 2023 when she joined from Birmingham. Free kick given against Crompton for the foul on Foster. Her first championship start since signing for Durham this summer. Bradley can only knock it out of play. Too much on that from Ryan Doyle, and that'll trickle behind for a Blackburn goal kick. Blackburn did so well last season to finish in 6th, their best ever season in the Championship, which is the highest level they've ever played at, having been in the division since that promotion back at the end of 2018-19. But this season it's been really difficult. 2-1 home defeat on the opening day to London City Lionesses. Here come Durham with Heppel from long range. What a save by Soper. A fine shot from Beth Heppel, who has shown year after year that she can hit them. But Soper positioned herself so well and timed her dive to perfection at full stretch to tip it over the bar. It's the closest we've come to a goal at either end. Beth Heppel, a thumping shot from distance, and a corner now. Wilson, but the flag is up for a push. Referee Joanne Horwood spotted a push in the box, and Blackburn breathe again. Briggs wins it straight back for Durham. And Murphy manages to prevent the corner. Briggs with the Durham throw. Ryan Doyle, who's been really busy in this opening quarter of an hour, plays it back to Lambert. Briggs, lovely ball through. Ryan Doyle didn't quite realise in time what she was about to attempt, Briggs, and the ball was beyond her before she knew it. Comes off crossweight and out for the Blackburn throw. So Blackburn started the season with that 2-1 home defeat to London City Lionesses. Then came their only win of the season against Southampton. Farrah Crompton with a lovely goal on that occasion. A lobbed finish from just outside the box. 1-0 it finished. But since then, it's just been defeat after defeat. 5 in a row in all the competitions. Losing to Charlton, Birmingham, Bristol City and Sheffield United in the Championship. And in that run too, the 2-1 home defeat to today's opponents, Durham, in the League Cup. They know that they need to start picking up points soon, or they're going to find themselves right in the thick of a relegation battle. It's Tatiana Saunders down on her haunches here. What a performance she had a few weeks back against Newcastle United in the first of those two North East derbies that Durham played, winning 1-0 against Newcastle, newly promoted Newcastle. And she did so well to keep a clean sheet that afternoon. And then a couple of weeks later, the disappointing 2-1 defeat to Sunderland. There is Adam Furness, his first season in charge. Involved on an interim basis the last couple of games of last season. Claire Ditchburn having left the club in the summer for an interim assistant manager role at Newcastle. She also spent part of last season on maternity leave. And Simon Parker, second season in charge of Blackburn, has done a great job wherever he's been in the past. Lewis, where he has since signed 3 players from in this Blackburn squad. Led them to their highest ever championship finish of 5th back in 2020-21. Had won a league and cup double with Southampton women before that. Also a successful spell out in Portugal and a fine first season here at Blackburn, but struggling early on in this second season at the helm. Tatiana Saunders, the Durham goalkeeper, back on her feet. Just remind you of the team. Soper in goal for Blackburn, Murphy, Taylor, Hack and Luke from right to left across the back. Tolan, the captain, holding in midfield. Dahu, Noble and Williams ahead of her, and Crompton and Walters up top for Blackburn. And Durham, the visitors, Saunders in goal. Eyre, Wilson, Saliki and Briggs from right to left across the back line. Heppel and Foster holding in midfield, and crossweight Lambert and Bradley in support of Ryan Doyle. Flag up for offside against Durham. As Hack, one of those former Lewis players who joined the club this summer, Ellie Hack, takes the free kick, but it's straight back with Durham. Lambert tries to pick out Ryan Doyle, but it's just gone beyond her. And Blackburn have it back, at least momentarily, because Crosswaite intercepts for Durham. Bradley, the American, number 16 for Durham, but she concedes the free kick. It's taken long, but it's given away as Heppel wins the header. Bounces beyond Lambert though, and Blackburn look to counter. Saliki back to Saunders. Saunders smashes it clear. Vital interception from Dahu to prevent Briggs escaping down the left-hand side. Saliki launches it long. And it is kept in. And it's rolled back to Lambert. Briggs with the deep, deep cross. Headed back across goal. Almost drops into the path of Lambert. Blackburn survive. But Durham come again straight away. And it's knocked out of play by Murphy. High hanging cross towards the far post. Rather dangerously headed back across goal. But Blackburn got away with it. Wilson can leave that for Saunders, who rolls it out to Saliki. Lambert plays a 1-2 with Briggs, but can't pick out Ryan Doyle. Walters with the ball through to Crompton. Is Crompton going to get there? She is! Great opportunity for Farrell Crompton! And she celebrates her return to the starting lineup with a third goal of the season. Just the tonic that Blackburn needed. 2024-25 has been a real hard slog for them so far. But Farrell Crompton has restored hope. And look what it means to those Blackburn players. It was a lovely ball through by Walters. We've seen her do that already once this afternoon when Crompton has strayed offside. This time, she timed her run to perfection. Took it beyond Saunders and slid the ball home. And Blackburn have only their 5th championship goal of the season. She has scored 3 of them. Briggs. Lambert as Durham go in search of an immediate response. Crompton hasn't long been back from a really serious ACL injury. But what a start to the season she's had. Came through Rovers Regional Talent Club, then left for the Liverpool Academy, where she got 13 goals, an impressive 13 goals in 25 appearances. As Crosswaite almost gets through, but Soper was alert to it. Has been back though with Blackburn since 2021, has Farrah Crompton, the goal scorer this afternoon. And appears now to have recovered well from that serious injury. Foster is given away. Well, Blackburn did go ahead in the League Cup encounter back at the start of October. Grace Rigler with the goal that evening, not involved this afternoon. Durham came back to win it very late on, 2 goals in the final 7 minutes from Novak and Ryan Doyle. Novak on the bench this afternoon, Ryan Doyle in the starting lineup. Here's Lambert for Durham. Lambert still manages just to get it through. Well, in fact, she's been called up for catching the player as she slid through on the ball, followed through unintentionally, but the free kick has gone against her. Lambert back to Saliki. Foster does really well to hold on to it under pressure from 2 and finds Bradley. Lambert to Briggs. Briggs back to Saliki. Wilson tries to pick out Heppel, but it goes beyond her, and Blackburn have it back in their possession. Wilson, though, gets another chance to try and spark an attack. Instead, she slides it across to Saliki. Lambert drives through the middle of the park and finds Briggs, who wins the free kick as she attempted to slide it through to Heppel. I think Heppel is suggesting that the ball maybe isn't quite at the right pressure, and yet they are changing the ball after Heppel informed referee Joanne Horwood that that ball was going a little flat. New ball in play. Heppel knocks it to the far side of that area. It's headed back across. Well, I thought at one stage it was going back into the path of Ryan Doyle, but Wilson in fact went for the near post, and it was well wide of that near post in the end. I thought she was looking to pick out Ryan Doyle, who had ghosted into space, and is rather frustrated that she wasn't picked out by the Durham captain. But Wilson saw the opportunity to try and get that header on target herself. Didn't quite manage to do it. Blackburn with the throw to Dahu. A raking pass from her, but it's cut out by Saliki and knocked back to Saunders, who gets it away under pressure from Walters. Wilson plays it out wide, and Crossway, who was coming back to receive it, lost her footing. So Blackburn have a throw in on halfway. Free kick for the foul on Crompton. Well, Blackburn haven't managed to score more than one goal in any game this season. Could that change this afternoon? Plenty of time for it to change. In comes the free kick. Headed across her own area by Wilson. But Saliki picks it up. Long ball in towards Crompton again. It's come off her knee, but she almost got a second attempt. Eyre, though, got across to clear it. Grace Eyre just in time. This time it was Taylor with the through ball, but that ball working really well for Blackburn this afternoon. Twice it's come in from that sort of position from Walters and picked out Crompton. Once to the great effect of the goal which separates the team. On this occasion, Taylor picking out the same player. She wasn't quite able to bring the ball under control and get the shot away. Walters with the shot, but it's immediately blocked. Murphy tries to get the cross in, and she's won Blackburn a throw. Well, in fact, it's gone the other way. Half an hour played. Blackburn lead. Having won just one game so far this season. It is a precious, precious lead for Blackburn, but a long, long way to go. Wilson across to Eyre. Heppel runs into trouble as Walters wins it back. Byrne does well to work her way out of trouble. The pass wasn't great for Saliki, but she managed to slip it back to Saunders, who knocks it clear, but it's going to go out of play for a Blackburn throw. Hack leaves it for Murphy to take. Eve Murphy, the right back, on her third championship start of the season, has also come on in a couple of games. Bradley just keeps it in, slips it back to Foster. She wins Durham a throw. Blackburn keeping Durham penned back inside their own half, though, for a sustained period. Saliki with the throw to Briggs. Briggs back to Saunders. Saunders out to Eyre on the right-hand side. Wilson finds Saliki, who returns it to her captain as she launches it long. It's cut out by the Blackburn back line. Crossweight, though, wins it back, tries to pick out Ryan Doyle. Six defeats in their last 7 in all competitions, Blackburn. It would be a huge boost to them if they could turn that form on its head this afternoon against quality opposition. Saliki. Eyre gives it away. Dahu drives through the middle and knocks it out to the left-hand side. Wilson cuts out the danger and finds Foster. Saliki through the middle. Lambert. Foster almost gets there first. Blackburn throw midway inside their own half. Murphy under pressure from Briggs can only knock it out of play. Durham throw to Wilson, who rolls it across to Air. Briggs with a lovely flick into the path of Lambert, but Hack did really well to snuff out the danger at the expense of a corner. Look at that as a flicked pass from Lauren Briggs. Lambert so strong and fast, almost got away from Hack, but Hack did ever so well to stay on her feet and knock the ball behind for a Durham corner. 10 minutes plus added time till the break. Can Durham find a leveller? Hung up high to the edge of the area, headed back in by Wilson. And Soper does really well under pressure from Ryan Doyle. To claim the ball comfortably. Wilson did so well to climb and win that header and get real power on it to put it back into the danger area, but Soper was alert. Heppel, still Beth Heppel, gets the shot away. It curls wide off the outside of her boots. Well, she forced Soper into a really fine save early on. This time didn't quite manage to get the accuracy on the shot. Soper launches it and Walters gets on the end of it and tries to thread it through to Compton, and Compton's there again. Oh, it smashes the underside of the bar. She can't believe it. So close to a second goal of the afternoon. Millimetres away from being a perfect finish. Well, Walters and Crompton are almost telepathic this afternoon. They were aided by the slip from Wilson. But what a shot from Crompton. Curled it over and beyond Saunders. And just a fraction too high. Flicked off the underside of that bar and down just in front of the goal line. Blackburn so close to a second of the afternoon. Saliki through the middle. Lovely ball through, in fact. And Lambert almost pulled it out of the air. Former Newcastle and Sunderland player Molly Lambert. Player with so much experience in North East football, also at Middlesbrough in her youth days, but with Durham since 2020 now, and so often a crucial player for them. Here's a new Durham player though, Foster, slipping it through the middle of the park. Crossweight tries to find room for the shot, lays it off to Ryan Doyle, and the shot comes off the outside of the boot of Briggs. And on the second attempt, she was crowded out, Lauren Briggs. Decent response from Durham after almost finding themselves 2 goals down. Blackburn edging their way down this near side touchline with a second successive throw to be taken by Niamh Murphy. Crossweight finds Lambert. Rolls it back to Eyre, who slips a lovely ball through to Ryan Doyle, and she can't quite pick out Lambert. Decent passage of play from Durham until the final pass. 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes plus added time at the end of this first half. Blackburn in the rare position of leading a game. Their most recent 2 matches, they equalised through Maria Edwards, who's among the subs this afternoon, only to then go on to lose 2-1. In games against Bristol City and Sheffield United. This afternoon they have a lead to try and protect. And they're doing that pretty well so far, having led since midway through this first half. Dahu comes to receive the throw-in. Bradley to Eyre. Eyre gives it away this time. Blackburn on the charge once more with Crompton. She's got Walters lurking in the centre of the area. Durham win it back though. Briggs tries to take it beyond Murphy, but gives it away, and Hack just rolls it back to Soper. Dahu wins the header against Briggs, but Briggs collects the follow-up and just knocks it back to Saliki. Foster to Wilson, across to Eyre. Lambert. Saliki to Foster. Air into the final minute of the half. We're expecting 3 minutes of added time, mainly for that stoppage for Tatiana Saunders, the Durham goalkeeper, when she was down for just a few minutes. All okay, and was quickly back on her feet after both managers had taken the chance for a tactical chat with their players. Bradley gives it away though. Crompton, the goal scorer, slides it back to Hack. And we are into 3 minutes of added time now. And referee plays on after Lambert was caught by Dahu. And a good decision to play on because a promising attack. Durham, though, in the end are forced back, and that attack comes to nothing, but they still have possession. And Foster finds Saliki in a bit of space on this left-hand side. Saliki looks to guide it through the middle of the area where Ryan Doyle was charging through. But it goes into the grateful arms of Poppy Soper. Ryan Doyle has scored goals wherever she's been. Came through at Piedmont United in Ireland. And out to the States with Michigan Wolverines. Turned pro with in another spell, and then did ever so well at Birmingham United, at Birmingham City rather. Saliki through the middle of the park to Heppel, who came so close for Durham earlier on this afternoon. Foster tries to send it through the middle. The referee blows up for the foul, and a yellow card is going to be shown to Jemima Dahu. Jemima Dahu has been booked a couple of times already this season. That's the third yellow for her. Of course, it was Hannah Blake who's on the bench this afternoon for Durham, who played for Michigan Wolverines. Eleanor Ryan Doyle got plenty of goals for Piedmont United. Had a successful spell too with Birmingham. And now a very important player for Durham too, and she has been among the thick of the action up front for Durham this afternoon on her return to the starting lineup, but they haven't managed yet to get the ball beyond Poppy Soper into the final seconds of the first half. And Joanne Horwood blows the half-time whistle, and Farrah Crompton, with her third goal of the season, has Blackburn halfway towards what would be only their second win in the championship. A crucial goal, which is edging them closer to a crucial 3 points as Simon Parker's Rovers look to move away from the wrong end of the table. And let's have a look at the best moments from that entertaining end-to-end first half, which Blackburn have just about edged Georgia Walters with a shot in the opening minute. Didn't quite manage to get the power behind it. Well, Heppel certainly got the power behind that for Durham, and what a save by Poppy Soper to deny Beth Heppel. Lambert with the high-hanging cross, which was headed back into the danger zone rather than cleared, but Blackburn got away with it. Walters with a lovely through ball to Crompton, and as Saunders came out, Crompton took it beyond her and slid it into the empty net. She got 2 goals in the opening couple of weeks of the season. This her first since, but she is now Blackburn's top scorer with 3 goals. A neat and tidy finish, and there was more to come from her, not in terms of goals but in terms of quality. Wilson with the header wide when Ryan Doyle was well positioned on the edge of the 6-yard box. Heppel didn't quite manage to create the same impact with that second shot of the half from distance. And Walters again teeing up with Crompton. What a shot that was. Just millimetres away from a second of the afternoon as it clipped the underside of the bar. So half-time at Ewood Park. Do join us again after the break, please, for the second half. But we reached the end of the first 45 with the score Blackburn Rovers 1, Durham 0. Welcome back to Ewood Park, where we are about to kick off the second half in the Barclays Women's Championship of this meeting between Blackburn Rovers and Durham. And Rovers, the struggling team, have a surprise lead at the break. They have won just one of their opening 6 fixtures in the championship. They are 3rd from bottom, but they are leading Durham, 4th place Durham, by a 1-0, thanks to Farah Crompton, back in the starting lineup this afternoon, her 3rd goal of the season. Scored midway through that first half when she got on to the end of a through ball from Georgia Walters, took it beyond Tatiana Saunders, who we can see in the middle of the shot there, or she's just leaving the shot. She had come to the edge of her area, came beyond the edge of the area in fact, and Crompton took it beyond her and slid it home. Durham look like they're going to make a couple of changes at the start of this second half, with Carly Johns and Hannah Blake both coming on. They've both been among the goals this season. Bit of a surprise to see the pair of them, both summer signings, both on the bench this afternoon. Hannah Blake, the New Zealander, number 10, coming on. Also Carly Johns, the number 9. And we'll try and find out who they've replaced. So Adam Furness ringing the changes at the break. His side trying to chase down a 1-0 Blackburn lead. They managed to do exactly that in the League Cup. Blackburn were leading 1-0 at the break at the start of October. Durham came back to win it 2-1. Ryan Doyle replaced by Carly Johns, who celebrated her birthday on Friday. Ball comes all the way through and knocks over a gift of a chance from Hannah Luke. Well, you won't get a better chance in the first minute of the second half. So close to a second goal. It went beyond and into the path of Luke as she skied it. Wow, what an opportunity. And it was Dee Bradley of Durham who made way for Hannah Blake. That was the second substitution at the start of this second half. And amongst it all, almost 2-0 to Blackburn. Here's Lambert though for Durham. And Hack gets the clearance. Corner to Durham. But it could have been 2-0 at the start of this second half. Opportunity here for 1-1. Hung in towards the near post and it bounces all the way through. Blackburn survive. So close. If anyone had got a touch on that, you would have expected to see the back of that Blackburn net rustle. But it remains 1-0 to the hosts. Blackburn throw. Wilson, the Durham captain. Referee plays on. In fact, in the end, she blows up, presumably for a head injury. What a start this could have been to the second half, because play had only just got underway and the ball was slid to the far side of the box, where Hannah Luke almost couldn't believe the opportunity she was presented with in the opening seconds and sent the ball high and wide with the goal at her mercy. Blackburn haven't managed to score 2 goals in any game, and they might not get a better chance than that. Are Durham going to make them pay? Walters looks to get on to the end of this one, but it's knocked back by Wilson to Saunders. Wilson to Air. Lambert was trying to pick out Crosswaite, but it drifts out of play for the Blackburn goal kick. Durham's manager Adam Furness has shown plenty of attacking intent with those 2 half-time substitutions. Hannah Blake, the New Zealander summer signing, has scored twice already this season. Here's Crosswaite. She's got 3 to her name. Tries to weave her way through. Wins a free kick. Just outside the box. Really promising position this. And Kylie Johns, the other half-time substitute, she's already also been on target. Another summer signing has been on target once. So both half-time introductions have been among the goals, but it's Heppel and it's Foster. Lining up for this free kick. It looks like it's going to be Heppel. Here comes Beth Heppel over the wall and into the back of the net. What a goal that is from Beth Heppel. Sweetly struck free kick. The perfect position for her. and she could hardly have hit it any better. Pinpoint precision to guide it up and over that wall and back down and beyond Poppy Soper to bring Durham level. Just as they did in the League Cup encounter a few weeks back. They've come from behind to level. In that game, they went on to win it. They've still got 40 minutes plus added time to do that. And what impact that might have on Blackburn, because you imagine confidence is pretty frail given their results. And they've not been used to being ahead. They've found themselves now pegged back on level terms. And Crompton is the second Blackburn player to go into the book this afternoon, joining Jemima Dahoud, who was shown a yellow card just before the break. Durham, who look like they have a new lease of life now. Air given away though. Dahoud picks it up and tries to take it beyond Foster, but Foster wins it back for Durham and finds Briggs. Nice quick ball from Briggs to Lambert. Lambert charges into the area and squares it, but it goes straight into the arms of Soper. Well, there were options in there. John's one of three Durham players, Heppel too, but Lambert could pick out neither nor crossweight, and instead it was slid straight into the arms of Soper. Wilson rolls it back to Saunders. Short ball to Air. Soper throws it clear this time, and Blackburn look to pick away down the right-hand flank. Durham win it back. Johns with a high-hanging pass through to Crossweight. Crossweight knocks it back across goal, and Lambert's header up into the air and into the arms of Soper. Well, Crossweight for just a second thought about hitting it, I think, and realised the angle was too acute and just tried to hang it up for Lambert, who couldn't get the header down and on target. But Durham do seem to have lifted a gear since the start of this second half. Double substitution at the break, with Blake and Johns introduced to the front line. Then the equaliser from Heppel's free kick 8 minutes into the half, and they've been largely on top since that, just a couple of minutes ago. Crossweight inside to Heppel. Lovely pass from Heppel as Air streaks into space and rolls it back towards Heppel. Johns, in fact, who was dispossessed. Blackburn, though, with the opportunity to counter. Walters over the top to Crompton, and the flag's gone up, as she did look to be just half a yard offside on that occasion. I think she was wrongly flagged on one occasion in the first half, but that time she had just strayed offside. Durham looking for the second. Lambert charges through. Appeals for the corner. But referee Joanne Horwood says it didn't touch a Blackburn boot and it'll be a Blackburn goal kick. Luke. Lovely ball by Luke, which almost picks out Crompton. Wilson does really well to knock it behind for the Blackburn corner. Luke, who missed that sitter just seconds into this second half, with a searching through ball into the channel for Crompton to chase. But Wilson was there to knock it behind. Blackburn corner. They haven't scored more than once in any game this season. Can that change from this set piece? Goes all the way through, and Blake will get there first to clear it for Durham. No foul by Luke, says the referee. Crossweight with space to run into. Still Lily Crossweight moves on to her left foot, takes the shot, hits the Blackburn body and it's back with air. Lambert takes the deflection. Air gets the second go. Oh, lovely ball through by Air to Crossweight. Crossweight tries to lift it towards the back post, but it drifts behind. But this is a good period from Durham, from the visitors. And she's been at the heart of a lot of what they've offered in this second half. Lily Crossweight, 3 goals for the season, all of them in September. A really lively, tricky player. Always looking to cause defences problems. Celebrated her 22nd birthday last Saturday, did Lily Crossweight. Started all 7 championship games this season. Lambert. Air inside to Heppel. Heppel back to Foster. Blackburn win it back, but they're struggling to hold on to the ball now, the hosts. It's Durham who are beginning to take control of this game since bringing themselves back on level terms 7 minutes ago with Heppel's sweetly struck 3 kick from the edge of the D. Crossweight back to Air. Oh, lovely ball from Crossweight to Lambert. Blackburn just about hold firm though. Durham throw. Just over an hour played. Lambert trying to slip it through to Johns. But Blackburn had bodies back. Wilson. It's back now with Johns. Johns gets the shot away, but it's blocked immediately. Briggs pulls it back and in the cross goal into the side netting on the far post. What a goal by Briggs. Durham have turned the game on his head. She struck that so sweetly. From the tightest of angles. Well, you almost couldn't believe she'd be able to squeeze it in from there. But she simply smashed it across the face of the goal. And the ball found itself nestled in the far corner. And in the opening 17 minutes of this second half, Durham have turned the game around. It's Lauren Briggs' first goal, would you believe, since she scored against Blackburn back in April of last year. She doesn't score often, the Durham left back, but she seems to have a thing about playing against Blackburn, and she's put Durham into the lead. Well, Simon Parker's Blackburn need to show real character now, real spirits. Have to make sure this game doesn't get beyond them. To be fair, every game, although the defeats have been pretty much continuous, they've remained competitive in pretty much every game they've played. Losing 2-1 to London City Lionesses, 2-0 to Charlton, 2-0 to Birmingham, 2-1 to Bristol City and 2-1 to Sheffield United. Narrow defeats, all of them. 3 single goal defeats, 3 by a 2-goal margin. Just that 1-0 win over Southampton, the only game they've managed to collect points from on the second weekend. They led at half-time here. They were hoping to be on their way to a much-needed second championship win of the season, but it's Durham now, the form team. The team who kicked off this game in 4th place with a game in hand on the top 3. In control now and looking to put the game beyond Blackburn. Crossweight, who has just come more and more into the game as it's worn on this afternoon. Lily Crossweight just keeps on running at that Blackburn defence. Briggs the goal scorer. Appeals for a free kick. None given, so Sarah Wilson knocks it out of play, rather forces the referee's hand on that. Briggs is back on her feet. And Joanne Horwood is having a word with Farrah Crompton, who's already been booked this afternoon, and the captain of Blackburn, Tyler Toland. Farrah Crompton might just have to be a little careful going forward. Not quite sure what that was about. Play will resume with a drop ball to Durham, who were in possession when Briggs went down with what was in the end determined to be a head injury. She was holding the back of her head. She's okay, and she's on the ball now, having given her side the lead 4 minutes ago with a stunning finish from the tightest of angles. Luke tries to pick out Walters. That miss from Luke at the very start of this second half. Taking on greater significance now as Walters goes from distance, but it bounces into the arms of Saunders. Walters, who last scored when she hit a brace against Watford last October. There's much more to her game than just goals, but she would like to have been a more consistent scorer for Blackburn. Had that half chance in the first minute this afternoon, which was struck rather meekly at Saunders. She did set up Crompton's goal though, Georgia Walters, and has threaded through a couple of delightful balls as well this afternoon to create opportunities for Blackburn. They've only managed to take one, and they now find themselves trailing, having led this game since the 22nd to the 53rd minutes. But they are now in the all too familiar position of being behind. And the damage might not have been completely done yet. But in the end, the shot is harmless from Lambert across goal and well wide of the far post. She did hit the late winner against Newcastle 3 weeks ago, did Molly Lambert. And Maria Edwards coming on for Blackburn. Well, she has scored 2 in 2. She would have thought that she was a little bit unlucky to be on the bench this afternoon. Farah Crompton started in her place. She scored this afternoon. She hit the bar. She was millimetres away from a second fine afternoon for Farah Crompton. And she's replaced by Maria Edwards, a player in form and a player that Simon Parker will hope can continue that form now and make it 3 goals from 3. Luke lays it back and the shot comes in from distance, but was never going to trouble Saunders. That effort from Toland. She felt it was worth a crack. The Blackburn skipper, the Republic of Ireland international, launched it left-footed, but it was well off target. Edwards can't keep it in with her first touch. Former Manchester United youngster, Maria Edwards. Signed for Blackburn this summer, did Maria Edwards. Her contract out in Germany with Essen was terminated by mutual consent in January. In her second spell now with Blackburn, having joined them on loan from Manchester United back in October 2020. And she has hit equalising goals in each of Blackburn's last 2 fixtures, albeit, disappointingly from their point of view, they've gone on to lose both those matches to Bristol City and Sheffield United, but how they would love an equalising goal again from Maria Edwards this afternoon. And they will hope after that they can hold on for at least a point this time round. Foster, though, to Eyre. Eyre with a lovely ball to Lambert. Here is Edwards for Blackburn. Heppel for Durham. Tries to pick out Blake, and it will be a Durham throw. Foster with the long ball over the top, and the flag is up. Durham are halted in their tracks. Zayed Ahmed, the assistant on this near side, correctly, you'd think from that replay, raises his flag. Here's Johns for Durham. Back to Foster. Foster lifts it towards the far post. Blackburn clear. And they've got space to surge into. But Wilson gets a vital touch with the head to guide it back to Saunders. Throw into Durham on the far side. I mentioned how Blackburn have struggled for goals this season. They haven't scored more than one in any match. Crompton with 3 goals, Edwards with 2. They're only scorers in the Championship. Here's Crossweight for Durham. Tries to feed it through to Johns. Grace Rigler, who's not in the squad this afternoon. Their only other goal in the League Cup against Durham. They only really have 3 recognised out-and-out forwards on the books. Crompton, who's since gone off for Edwards, and Georgia Walters, who started this match. So Simon Parker doesn't have much in the way of attacking options on the bench to try and change this game. Here's Foster. Oh, what a shot! On her full Championship debut, New Zealander Michaela Foster pings one in from 25 yards and probably seals the points for Durham. It's a long way back now for Blackburn, given their goal-scoring woes. And if that is to be the goal that clinches it, then what a finish. Did so well to make the space for herself, and then thumped it beyond Poppy Soper to give Durham a 3-1 lead. They were 1-0 down as recently as the 53rd minute. In the last 20 minutes, they completely turned the game around. Beth Hempel's sensational free-kick equaliser. Lauren Briggs also with a superb finish from the tightest of angles. In fact, all 3 of Durham goals have been of the highest quality. And Durham looks set now to continue their charge on the top 3. Came into this match 4 points off top spot, with Birmingham occupying that ahead of London City Lionesses on goal difference. But London City played yesterday, Birmingham in action this afternoon. Durham with a game in hand on Birmingham, London City and Charlton. And they look like they're going to get the perfect response to that 2-1 defeat to Sunderland just before the international break. It looks like Adam Furness's side are back to winning ways. 13 minutes plus added time to play. And they lead Blackburn 3-1. This is the 11th championship meeting between these teams. Blackburn have only won one of the previous 10, and it looks like that poor form in this head-to-head is going to continue, and Durham might not be finished yet. Blackburn knock it out of play for the Durham throw, which Lambert will take, but there's going to be another Blackburn change. It's Tia Primer, the 20-year-old midfielder, replaces Ellie Noble. Tia Primer with her second championship appearance of the season, both of them from the bench. Johns feeds it off to Crossway, who almost managed to send it through to air. But Blackburn survive. Edwards holds it up well, but Walters takes a shot from distance and gets it horribly wrong. Adam Furness will be delighted with what he's seen from his team in this second half. 1-0 down at the break. Made a double substitution at half-time when Hannah Blake and Carly Johns came on for Dee Bradley and Eleanor Ryan Doyle. And his side have dominated this second half. Toland. Opportunity now for Blackburn as they keep the ball alive, and it's thwacked out of play in the end by Crossweight. Taylor launches it long. Lovely first touch from Edwards, who was trying to bring it back inside. Long range shot, which is well saved by Saunders as it was fired in by Toland. Hit it hard and true. Close to the keeper, but Saunders did well to hold on to it. No danger of her parrying it back and giving Blackburn a second opportunity. Saliki just down here on her haunches, but looks like perhaps she's been winded. Tia Primer, the Blackburn substitute, who came on just moments ago, of course, only joined recently, having left Reading upon their relegation. Did make 27 WSL appearances for Reading, and then 15 in the Championship last term for the Royals. But now very much a Blackburn player. From the blue and white stripes of Reading to the blue and white halves of Blackburn. And can she help get her new side back into the game this afternoon? They need to score quickly, really, to have a chance of salvaging anything. Lambert rolls it back to Blake. Blake appeals for handball. Nothing given. Would have been harsh. It deflected up off a Blackburn foot. onto an arm. Foul by Briggs, who is going to be cautioned. Lauren Briggs, the player who scored Durham's second goal of the afternoon, goes into the book. Blackburn free kick launched into the area, headed down and hit by Walters, but too close to the keeper. And Durham make another change as Abby Holmes prepares for her third championship appearance of the season. One start, and this her second appearance from the bench. And that substitution not taking place quite yet. Dahu. And now Durham do make the change, as Holmes comes on for Grace Eyre. Abby Holmes in her second spell with Durham, well into the second spell now, having rejoined from Sunderland back in the summer of 2023. Luke knocks it long, headed away. Crosswaite. Oh, Crosswaite's done really well. And she's having her shirt pulled. And still Crosswaite. Can Crosswaite finish off this run with a perfect finish? She's going to have to pull it back instead. It's into the arms of Soper. But what strength, what power, what speed she showed there, Lily Crosswaite. As Taylor attempted to stop her by all means, including the shirt pull, which she got away with, Emma Taylor. Then Hack had to chase her down, and Crosswaite was crowded out eventually. And it's been a really good performance from Lily Crosswaite, and so many of these Durham players this afternoon, as they edge closer to what will be a fifth win from their opening 7 championship games. Crosswaite to Heppel to Foster. Lambert. Touch is too heavy, and it goes all the way through to Soper, who clears it quickly because time is really against Blackburn now. 3.5 minutes plus added time. They trail by 2 goals. Briggs is caught, and it'll be a Durham free kick, and that's the last thing Blackburn need. It's going to be another change for Durham. It's Ella Wilson comes on for Briggs. who scored a superb goal this afternoon in the 62nd minute to put Durham 2-1 up. Her first goal in well over a year, but she's replaced by Ella Wilson. Turned 19 the Friday before last, did Ella Wilson. And this her third appearance of the season, her second from the bench, just the one starts. Here's Holmes, but she's dispossessed by Taylor. Holmes with the throw-in, tries to pick out Johns. It's back now with Holmes. She takes it into the corner. Maybe thought about keeping it there. Instead opted to try and pick out a player in the box, but it's smashed out of play by the Blackburn defence for a Durham throw, which she is in no hurry, Abby Holmes, to take. 90 seconds plus added time now. Durham away from the 3 points. And they have a corner. And it seems like the fourth official is getting ready, Daniel Sykes, to indicate 5 additional minutes, a minimum 5 additional minutes. So if Blackburn can defend this corner and work an opportunity quickly and get one, there might still be a chance, but it looks like that chance is beyond them. It certainly will be if this corner leads to anything, but Wilson's header is well over the bar. But the Durham skipper so close now to leading her team to a 5th championship win from their opening 7 fixtures. Blackburn needs something quickly, but they've given the ball away. And Heppel has it for Durham and finds Crosswaite. Saliki. And we're into that 5 minutes of added time. Lambert manages to keep it in, and she's got Johns and Crosswaite in the area. Still Molly Lambert, and Lambert can't quite pick out a player, but she does win her side. The corner. Which Heppel jogs across to take. Durham's so close to moving on to 15 points. That'll be a point behind London City Lionesses in second place, who beat Sheffield United 1-0 yesterday. A point behind Birmingham, who are in action though this afternoon. Charlton went into today's fixture on 14 points. It's a really crucial win for Durham to keep them in the early season promotion picture. Foul in the box and a Blackburn free kick. Blackburn, though, it looks like it is going to be another dispiriting defeat as we just have a look. Well, everyone was pulling everyone. But Joanne Horwood spotting somewhere in that melee that there was an unfair impediment by a Durham player. Blackburn throw. And another, but they need to work an opportunity quickly. They're seconds away really from a 6th straight defeat in all competitions. Edwards does really well to force her way through and knock the ball into the area, but Durham clear. Perhaps still time, and the shot is into the back of the net. Blackburn do have one back. Georgia Walters does have her first goal of the season, her first goal since October of last year. And she has worked so hard this afternoon. She deserves that goal. She got a second stab at it. Got caught under her left boot, but she swiveled and hit it home from close range with the right boot. And Georgia Walters, who set up the first goal, gives Blackburn a glimmer of hope with 2 minutes of added time to play. Well, Lambert might well think about keeping it in the corner now. No, she instead goes for the cross and does win Durham a corner. They're taking their time with this one, Durham, understandably. Take it short. Abby Holmes will look to just keep it in the quadrant and win another. Just want a free throw in. Into the final minute of added time. Holmes picks out Heppel. Heppel pulls it back to Crosswaite, and Crosswaite looks to apply the finishing touch with the back heel into the arms of Soper. Is there going to be late drama at the other end? Soper clears it. It's come through to Edwards. And the free kick given against her. Durham player down with cramp. Wilson the captain and Saunders the keeper helping her. Joanne Horwood there to check on Saliki. And there'll be a few more seconds added now. Added time at the end of added time. Durham just looking to launch this and get it as far away from their goal as possible. Launched by Saunders into that far corner. Blackburn do win it back. This is their last chance to work an opportunity. But Durham have it back. Well, still we play on. Perhaps it's not all over yet for Blackburn. What a story this would be. But Heppel has it for Durham. And Joanne Horwood does blow the final whistle, and Adam Furness's side chalk up another win in what's been a really impressive start to the season. For Durham, 5 wins from their opening 7. They keep pace with the promotion chasers. They remain in the promotion picture, and Blackburn find themselves in an early season relegation battle because it is yet another defeat for them. Full time at Ewood Park, Blackburn 2, Durham 3. Let's look at the best moments from a 5-goal thriller. We always get goals, pretty much always, when these teams meet. And Heppel came close to the opener, forcing a fine save from Soper. Walters with the through ball to Crompton, and as Saunders came out, Crompton took it beyond her and rolled it into the empty net. for her third goal of the season. Midway through the first half, Blackburn had a rare lead and a long time to try and hold on to it. Ultimately, in the end, that was not something they were able to do. Heppel with the cross, which was headed wide by the Durham captain Wilson when Ryan Doyle was well placed in the 6-yard box. Heppel not so close on this occasion from distance, having earlier forced that save out of Soper. Walters trying to slide Crompton through again, and what a finish that was. So close to perfection, just millimetres too high off the underside of the bar. In the first seconds of the second half, Luke just couldn't believe the opportunity she'd been presented with and hit the ball over with the goal gaping in front of her. Beth Heppel, stunning free kick in the 53rd minute to bring Durham level. So sweetly struck. Crosswaite, who had a fine game for Durham, lifted this into the path of Lambert, who climbed high. Well, in fact, it was Briggs with the header, and Briggs it was who scored from the tightest of angles. What a shot that was. Her first goal since scoring against Blackburn in April of 2023. A finish of the highest quality. As was this. Heppel to Foster on her first championship start, the New Zealander. Beautiful footwork to work the room for herself. And then just smashed it home from distance. This one by Toland from distance, comfortable for Saunders from the Blackburn captain. And in added time, Walters at the second attempt, ending her own goal drought to just make it a nervy last few minutes of added time for Durham. Heppel picking out Crosswaite, who tried by all means a back heel in the end to force it home, but it was into the arms of Soper. And in the end, Durham did just enough to collect another 3 points. Thanks for joining us at Ewood Park. It's been a fascinating afternoon. Goals of the highest quality and a 5-goal thriller. It has finished at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers 2, Durham 3.